Hi, it's Kevin. Welcome back to Relationship Ready. Really appreciate you talking. I hope we're building a more supportive and, although one-sided, until you comment and add to this relationship, a relationship where you get to know me and hopefully get to know yourself. Because that is the foundation of what we're going to talk about today. Because today, we're going to talk about companionship. We're going to talk about the definition, what it is for us as humans, and for many of us, preferably with animals and pets, because they have and make wonderful companions also. But as people, we're going to talk about how we need each other in some ways. Whether we want to or not, we do need each other. So, what's the definition of companionship? Companionship is fellowship or friendship. Now, fellowship and friendship are based on common interests, common shared moments, and the sharing of ourselves. It's those personal, intimate moments where we're like, yeah, this is us. And this is just for us. Let's talk a little bit about how we get there. We get there through personal connections. And these personal connections are based on interests, are based on time, and are based on emotions and the sharing of each of those things. If you're into flower arranging, you're going to share those interests and finding people to do that. If you're into watching Netflix, you share those, whether that's with you or your pets. If you're into sex, you're going to share that with people too. And the shared interests and personal connections can be friendships with benefits, or the friends with benefits, because that's a connection and a friendship, which is a type of relationship. Now, you need the communication to be able to figure out how to manage it and maintain that if that's a thing you would like. Because most people are looking to go less or more with that. Because once sex gets in there, it gets much more complicated. Because friendship and companionship, in some ways, is universal, but the things that we've been taught over the years to fit into our constructs of gender, into males and females, is females have been taught, and you can agree with me or disagree with me or comment on this, that are taught to connect through emotions and through shared expressions and shared communication. And men are not taught to connect through communication. We're taught to connect with actions, shared experiences of sports or activities, without talking about feelings. And the drama happens in both. But men's drama with friends are, hey, how you doing? And you just punch each other and then you stay friends again because we're avoiding the emotions. And women are more often taught to be able to express the emotions. And the more expression of emotions, the more complicated and intimate emotionally it gets. So the option for more drama in your friendships. But once you work through those dramas or work through those fights, whether it's male or female, because they're both intimate experiences, then you can develop and maintain a sustainable companionship, a sustainable type of relationship that can be a friendship. You can even do that involving sex as well, male to female, and everything in between. As long as the intimacy and the expectations are there, whether it's verbal or nonverbal. It needs to be compatible in what the needs are of each person. Because some people don't really need to talk, and some people need to talk a lot. So that's where that needs to match up. But the foundation of that, and the foundation of companionship, is personal connections. So that might be a shared experience of a shared moment, that awkward moment where you look across the room and you're like, oh yeah, we saw that same thing. Or the trip that you went on together, or being nearby neighbors, or down the street, or the next room over in an apartment or a dorm, shares those personal connections that only you have with each other. And that's what builds companions. So start looking at your moments that you have with others. And each moment you share with others is an opportunity to build that companionship or to reinforce it, depending on what you're looking for. And if you're looking for friendship, it's in those moments. If you're looking for companions, it's in those moments. And in order to find that, look for the patterns. Reflect on the people who you are around or the people you run into and go, what are our personal connections? Do we have work experiences that are connections? Do we have family experiences? Do we have memories? Because those are the things that make up our companions. Or all those moments all together. Because we all can appreciate a really good moment. So those emotional moments are the things to help get in touch with. And when you're in touch with them yourself, because you're aware of your body, you're aware of your reactions, you're aware of your content, and you're aware of your wants and desires, and if those match in those moments, then you've got some companions. And if you're missing those, then look for those in shared interests, in memories, in experiences, in shared looks, and in moments. So, what do we talk about today? We talk about companionship, defined it, and defined it primarily between people. But for those of you out there who are like, I can't deal with people. Animals are much better. Dogs are much better. Cats are much better. Well, yeah, because they are our companions. And we put on them our expectations, and we share the moments with them. They're there for our losses. They're there for our joys. They're there to pay attention to us and for us to give them attention. And over time, that's what builds with our companions. So our pets and our animals are wonderful for that. But so are our people, if you look for the same things and if you ask for the same things. So to be more ready for relationships, you need to be aware of what the moments you enjoy and the moments you share with others. Pay attention to the patterns that you're looking for and you develop. And then look at yourself and look at those around you. Who is your best companion now? Is that human or is that animal? And what do you get from them? And do you get some of those things from others as well? Because those are companions you can sustain or build as well. So there's a challenge I'm asking you to do at the end of this, which is to share with not only your animals, but also your human companions, that they are a companion for you. And you appreciate the moments that you have with them. Because in doing so, you will create another moment. And that's what we build relationships based on. Those moments with our companions. Thank you very much. I'm Kevin Markman. And I appreciate you watching. Please share, like, subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Relationship Ready.